So we've got Mr. 7'2", Muhammad Irfan. Here we go. Oh, it was a beautiful bit of line and length, and there's that extra bounce from the big guy. But it can't be taken here. Possibly should have, Stellas.
It certainly did fly. I don't know if the wicketkeeper could have gotten to this. I'm thinking first slip. You're being a little bit harsh, Danny.
School here.
Yeah, obvious last bowler. Put a slip in, I say.
Oh, exactly. Hello. Bowler, well, he should be initiating that. So, yeah, come on, Skip. Let's start with a slip at least. On again, up and over. Oh, wonderful strike here from Mohammad Hafiz. 2 and 2.
Yeah, the first one didn't necessarily go where Mohammad Hafiz would have liked, but he got a second look at another one, didn't he? A little bit wide up where he could really throw his hands. He knows that there's a deep third. All he has to do is get enough bat on it for it to scoot across this outfield for another boundary. So back-to-back fours. Pressure straight away back on to the Bangla Tigers.
Pitched outside, a little bit fuller from Irfan. He's just trying to rectify. He's so dangerous when he gets that ball in that lovely zone and does this. Yeah, there's that lovely green patch there on the pitch. I think I'm going with you, Stellas. Get the slip in. Should have had a slip in, particularly for Mohammad Irfan.
Oh, he's looked better, hasn't he, when he's pitching the ball up, and I'm glad to see that Irfan is bowling that line and length that you normally see regardless of whatever format you're playing, because as soon as you come out to bat, your feet aren't necessarily moving as well as they would like. So if you get that ball where you're, should I go forward, should I go back, that's the one that's going to get you into trouble. So just keep putting it up. Abdul Shakur about to face his first delivery.
Breeze at his back here for the big guy. And again, it's just fractionally short there. Just a little bit further up to entice both of these right-handers to try and think about edging forward. But of course, against Irfan, he's so hesitant to do that. So in a way, he's got that luxury where he should be on that good length, that foolish good length, because of that extra height and the angle to go with it.
He can even go a bit fuller than you, Danny.
Just a tad.
Yeah. Because he's got that extra bounce that he extracts from the pitch.
Heaving inside edge from Hafiz. 1 down, it's 11 without loss here.
आपकी तरह आपके घर को मजबूती से खड़े रहने की ताकत देता है अमरीली स्टील का सरिया। आपकी तरह सॉलिड अमरीली स्टील्स।
Introducing It's All About Me body spray. 24-hour lasting. It's all about me.
हर लम्हा हर बार मरहबा गुलबहार।
आपकी तरह सॉलिड अमरीली स्टील्स।
लो सूख गए दाग, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता। जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल, इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सख्त सूखे दाग भी खींच।
Didn't get a wicket the other day. He's too short again with his first one. Here's 4 more.
Yeah, something that actually happened in the Big Bash League where he was playing for Brisbane Heat. He was very, very effective in that T20 domestic competition because they actually bowled him outside the power play. He had extra protection and he was able, because he's that mystery spinner, And with the 5 fielders out, he was able to take more wickets than what he has. So maybe that's something that Bangla Tigers can think about. I know everyone thinks, okay, a spinner, mystery spinner, first over, but he's been around the system now long enough. So it might be an option for them as well, especially given the fact that he didn't pick up a wicket yesterday. He is absolutely a strike weapon for the Bangla Tigers. You've just got to figure out when.
Little extras can make a difference, as we know in white ball cricket. Cardinal sin those front foot no balls and wides down the leg side. These guys in close so have to be on their toes on the money. Only deep backward square and long on, of course, in this power play, 2 overs.
You talk about the field, as a spin bowler, you cover and mid-wicket, they're the real key ones, and I'm glad to see that they're in a little bit, because they also cut off the angle as well. Now that it's the last ball, everyone can now push back a little bit on the inner circle. You're here trying to protect the 4, because apart from the first ball, not a bad over.
No run. Yes, Muji. Nice.
Good over in the end. 7 from it, 18 without loss.
लो सूख गए दाग, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता। जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन करता है। नया बेहतर सर्फ एक्सेल, इसकी स्टेन लिफ्टर टेक्नोलॉजी कपड़ों की तह में जाके सख्त सूखे दाग भी खींच निकाले। नया सर्फ एक्सेल, दागों का चैंपियन।
लाइफ एक हसीन बैलेंस है, कभी बहुत कुछ और कभी इनफ के बीच में। इन्हीं खूबसूरत लम्हात से जुड़ा है जिंदगी का बैलेंस, और इस हसीन सफर में डॉलेंस है आपका रिलायबल पार्टनर, क्योंकि डॉलेंस रिलायबल है।
100% नेचुरल हर्ब से तैयार करदा मरहबा गैस मिल, खाते जाओ।
Finger spinner is so dangerous. This fellow,
lovely start,
maybe a nice confidence booster.
Yeah, bowling for the first time in this tournament. He obviously played the first game but didn't bowl. Something that we saw with a few other teams as well. Mohammad Nabi didn't bowl. So just because it's only 2 overs, maximum of 2 overs, I don't know how he got away with that. That is poor bowling and needs to be put to the boundary.
One off 6 balls here. One off 6 balls here, lads.
From our vantage point.
Big
and then,
shot
of course,
coming,
he got
Case.
straight to Muhammad Afar.
Big shot coming,
Well, not
Case.
the quickest these days, it has to be said. Reversey cries a catcher for a split second. There's some good real estate out there, and that we are smack in the middle of the square here at Zayed. It's like the test match pitch was right in the middle, so the boundary's nice and even on both sides of the pitch. No, it's bounced first. Would have been embarrassing if it had been caught of that sort of delivery.
Oh, we've all been there, Danny.
Big shot here, Kate.
Some more than others.
Under the pressure here.
But you mentioned about the deck being right in the middle, so 65 metres right around. So there's no bigger side, no shorter side, even playing field for both.
Another little mishit. Just as well for Hafiz. Yeah, I know the players are always sort of scratching and moaning about they'd love it a bit bigger. Given that this is T10 as well, not even T20, but it's pretty decent size.
Yeah, I like this size of ground because of the pockets as well. So it's not all about the power hitting. You can actually, and we saw a couple of 3s already. And when you're starting to see 3s, that's a good sign. I think it's even playing field for both. I think the spinners have a chance as well. End of the third, 23 without loss.
ना ये एड आम है,
और ना इसमें इस निम्को का कोई काम है। पेश है कुरकुरे निम्को, हाई क्वालिटी इंग्रेडिएंट्स, चटपटे हर्ब्स और स्पाइसेस, ताजे ऑयल में बना, मल्टी लेयर हाइजीनिक पैकेजिंग जो रखे कुरकुरे निम्को को करार, खस्ता और बिल्कुल से। क्या हुआ?
सही नहीं बोला?
बहुत अच्छा था। अब मैं खा लूं?
अब निम्को नहीं, सिर्फ कुरकुरे निम्को।
आपकी तरह सॉलिड, अमरीली स्टील्स।
Introducing It's All About Me body spray. 24-hour lasting. It's all about me.
आपकी तरह आपके घर को मजबूती से खड़े रहने की ताकत देता है अमरीली स्टील का सरिया। आपकी तरह सॉलिड, अमरीली स्टील्स।
लो, सूख गए दाग, अब कोई नहीं निकाल सकता। जो कोई नहीं कर सकता वही तो चैंपियन।
Goes all the way. Who's worried about the boundary size?
Well, it's all about if you time the ball well. And Shakur there just shimming down, throwing his hands at it because it was actually well bowled because he saw him coming and threw it a little bit wider. But in the end, he was good enough to get something on it.
Yeah, field can spread, of course. 2 overs done. This is we had 3, so we're in the 4th. So look at that. Look at that timing. And Fletcher, well, he's not the slowest. He couldn't haul this one in. So again, we talk about a fresh pitch. And it's a day game, of course. And, well, zipped across that outfield.
Well, Shakur obviously feels that coming and charging the bowler is allowing him to create a little bit more momentum, I'll get that out, through the ball and a bit more pace as well. So it might be something for Garton to actually bowl it into the pitch a little bit more or go.
Wonderful little change-up from Garton. Yeah, Shakori, he got a few out of the middle. Even some little deft touch as well, but very impressive with this sort of stroke play.
He was really exciting, wasn't he? As soon as the ball was in his area, he wanted to hit it hard, cleared the front leg. He's certainly not the type of guy that has the finesse. He doesn't need it.
There we go. But yeah, just prior to this one, he was 13 balls for 14. Now 14 for 15. Just shows you. That little package we showed you, he was 44, smashing it all parts. And just shows you when they can cut loose, these guys. When they want to flick the switch, they are so dangerous.
Yeah, 5 sixes, 7 boundaries. But one thing that they have done, they've been able to bowl to both of these players. They haven't necessarily gotten away. Maybe Mohammad Hafiz is the one that has, striking it at 188. But Abdul Shakur, he's just 15 off 14, still trying to get his timing right. They've got wickets in hand, the Arabians.